We are going to make that man pay for his sins. And pay dearly. Starting off here, it's pretty much the same as just about every other mission where you need to kill a target. Just follow the green marker on your minimap. Try not to get into trouble along the way. Of course, with your with the assassin symbol covered in red, that's not exactly the easiest thing in the world. And of course, I do it right away. Ow. Okay, up here is where we need to be.
Again with this?
You have overstepped your bounds, Uberto.
Who are you to speak of bounds? You who have crowned yourself Lorenzo di Medici, Principe of Firenze.
I've done no such thing.
Of course not. Ever innocent. How convenient. At least now we see how far your reach extends, which is to say, nowhere at all. It has proved a valuable lesson for me and my allies.
Yes. Your allies, the Pazzi. Is that what this is about?
Be careful with your words, Lorenzo. You might attract the wrong sort of attention.
As a couple of guards just get pushed into the scene there. Okay. First thing to do is a leap of faith. And then, get your ass in a group. Just blend all the way around. Hopefully there's a group or two that's going in the cloister itself, in which case I'll get in with them. But worst comes to worst, what you want to do is you want to climb the cloister walls, preferably where the guards will not see you. Like over here. Or you could hire the courtesans if you want. Or you could get completely detected and completely fail the mission. Although I don't know why you'd want to do that. But, what are you going to do? Shit happens. Okay, let's try this again. Leap of faith. Get your ass in a group. Thing about blending in this game is, though, unlike in Brotherhood and Revelations, I don't think you are able to move in sync with the group in which you are blending, unless you are oh, I'm never looking for trouble. Trouble is always finding me. There's a difference. However, I did notice, like I said last time, I did notice a pair of courtesans back there. I'm going to hire them and see what that gets me. But I usually just climb the cloister walls and do an air assassination.
To you as well.
Just walk up and boom! You will now pay for your crimes.
You would have done the same. To save the ones you love.
Yes, I would. And I have.
The Auditori are not dead! I'm still here! Me! Ezio! Ezio Auditore!
You will remember my name! This document is meant to serve as a record of all I've learned over the past few weeks, in the event that I am silenced and prevented from sharing it with you myself. Understand first that the Duke of Milan's murder was no political maneuver. Rather, it is but a piece of a conspiracy that reaches far beyond Firenze, counting members in Roma, Venezia, and Forlì, to name but a few cities. Attached to this note is a list, or rather the start of one, of those I know to be guilty. Its contents are by no means complete, but I intend to rectify that shortly. I can, however, say with certainty that the Pazzi family is involved. We must move quickly to question Francesco before he buys his freedom from prison. Doing so will surely add more names to the list. I already have my suspicions as to who these men are, given that their deeds bear all the hallmarks of an old enemy. I fear they... The note abruptly ends here. Giovanni must have had to stop and hide it when the guards showed up to arrest him. So I won't read databank entries on characters and whatnot, but I will read letters and such that deal with backstory. Like the codex pages, I'll read those. A few letters you might get, I'll be reading. There was one that we just saw from Alberti himself that I intend to read. But first things first, I gotta find a place to make a leap of faith. Or I could do this. Okay, before we return to Paola and tell her what happened. Database. Recent entries. Oh no, that's not what we want. We want documents. Letters. There we go.
My love, I put these thoughts to paper in the hope that I might one day have the courage to share them with you. In time, you'll no doubt learn that I betrayed Giovanni, labeled him a traitor, and sentenced him to die. History will likely judge this to have been a matter of politics and greed. Know that it was not hate that forced my hand, but fear. When the Medici robbed us of all we owned, I found myself afraid. For you, for our son, for the future. What hope in this world for a man without proper means? They offered me money, land, and title in exchange for my collaboration. And so this is how I came to betray my closest friend. However unspeakable the act, it seemed necessary at the time. And even now, looking back, I see no other way.
They never see another way. That's because they're blinded by their own greed. But I would be remiss in saying that the assassins are not blind to something as well. Back in the days of Al-Mualim, when he was still ruling them, the assassins almost had a sense of self-righteousness and invincibility, and it cost them dearly. It's a hubris to which even the most experienced assassins are still prone to. There I go, using prepositions to end a sentence, even to this very day. But enough about that. Let's report.
I think it's best I leave Firenze.
Where will you go?
My Uncle Mario owns a villa near Monteriggioni.
You're still a wanted man, Ezio.
What would you have me do then?
I've seen posters all across the district. Tearing them down will have the city forget your face. No doubt the heralds also incite the public. Bribe them, and they'll speak of other things. Or you could hunt those who bear false witness against you. They traded dignity for coin. Their loss would not be mourned. Do any of these things, and you should be free to leave.
Okay, time for laying low. We gotta keep our heads down a bit. Oh, can I just say, Jesper Kid did an amazing job with the music in this game. It seems assassins are his forte. Whether they are...
I've added a program for tracking notoriety. This little meter will help you know how far you are between notorious and incognito.
She's talking about that red thing up in the corner of the screen there.
This will help you know if you should watch your actions. It'll also tell you if your notoriety level is part of Ezio's memory or not.
Sometimes you can find an official around here, but I usually find it easiest to just go for posters or look for a couple of heralds. Oh, there's an official. How about that?
Please, leave me alone. I've done nothing. Please, spare me no.
Man, Ezio about to open a can of whoop ass.
Not you! There! There!
Now I have that little piece of notoriety up there. There we go. Shut up. Alright, nearest poster right there.
I'm leaving. Most entertaining.
Alrighty. Out of the way. Let's get our family and get the fuck out of, I was about to say Firenze. It's Florence.
Bentornato, Ezio. Were you successful?
Yes. Madre?
Ezio! Where have you been? They wouldn't let us leave. And Mother, oh, she hasn't spoken a single word since we left the house. Father will need to sort things out. Where is Father? And Federico? And Bertuccio? Hmm?
Something's happened.
What do you mean?
And then it clicks.
No, it's impossible.
Claudia,
No, 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 no.
I did everything I could, Piccina. Listen, right now what matters is getting us all someplace safe. But to do that, I need you to stay focused. Do you understand? Good. Will you watch over Mother for me? Then we are ready. Thank you again for everything.
Stay safe, Ezio. Stay vigilant. I suspect the road ahead is yet long.
And winding. Arrivederci, Firenze. Do not cry for me. Where the hell am I going with that? I don't know. I stopped making sense at the age of 1.5. And even then I wasn't making much sense. But we have to GTFO. And that is done like so. Coin! Ah, Maria! Come on, Maria. Thank you. Now we just follow the checkpoints across the city to the main gate. And we should be clear. Try not to attract too much attention, because you don't want to have to go poster hunting again.
Something to think about.
Yes, indeed.
Ma quanto sei bella!
So it seems we travel with company. Oh. I thought I was controlling the courtesans with those. I'm like, what? Where the hell are they doing all the way back there? But let's book.
How could this have happened to us?
I don't know.
Lust for power comes to mind?
I don't know.
Not likely. But then again, this is Assassin's Creed. You never know what's gonna happen. And we are out of Florence.
This way.
What will happen to our house?
I
Of all the things
Were they given a proper burial?
to worry about,
Yes, they were.
Ezio saw to that. But it's not detailed in this game. They go into it in Brotherhood. Bit of a spoiler alert. Anyways, Sequence 2 complete. Memory synced. And we are kind of coming up on my phone's time limit, so I think we are going to call it a video. Next time on Assassin's Creed 2, we will begin Memory Sequence 3 and hopefully reach Monteriggioni, meeting Ezio's uncle. So, if you like this part, then subscribe to my channel, down below this player, big gray button, give me lots of thumbs ups to the right of said button, and be sure to check out my other parts if you like this one. Melon1120, aka Luke Lynch, signing off. I will see yins in the next part of Assassin's Creed 2.